Let's say it's a flower. It's a petals. Let's say it's a carpel. Let's say it's a stamen. Okay. So people is a portion by which it is attached to a branch. Okay. Let's say এটা কাজ করেন, এটা অফ করলেন, এমনি পড়াই আমি, এমনি পড়াই, বুঝছেন না? এটা পিডিএফ অফ করলেন, এমনি পড়াই তখন পড়াই লিব। সো সরি, কি ইস্যু বলতে আমার ড্র করতে হবে, আমি ছোট ছোট দেখা না। Let's start again. Huh? Yes, you have to make. Basically, I do class with no PPT. Okay. I usually do class like by drawing and making notes for myself. This is one thing. In a flower, if I simply draw a flower, okay, like it's a petal, like it's a sepal, okay, it's a green in color, isn't it? Let's make another one thing like ovary, and this is style, and this is stigma, okay, and together they are called as carpel or pistil, okay. Another organ that is present is a stamen. This is your stamen. Sorry. Okay. So this one is sepal, and all the sepal together called as calyx. Okay. In a flower there can be like 5 or 6 or 3, whatever the number is. Okay. Sepal. So together called as calyx, and this is what petals, but together called as corolla. Yeah. This is our what? Stigma. It is sticky in nature, isn't it? And this is style. This is ovary. And this was anther, and this filament. And that together called as stamen. Okay. A stigma, style, and ovary together called as what? Carpel. Or pistil. Okay. So you can make a note. Okay. Simple note. Okay. A simpler drawing. So if you extend the sepal on the lower side, you will get a portion which is attached to the branches. That is called the petiole. Okay. And the base of the flower is called thalamus. The base, isn't it? The base is called thalamus. So this is the anatomy of flower, you can say. Okay. Anatomy of flower. So you should have a clear idea of the anatomy. What are the different position of the flower that is it is having. Okay. Okay. As it is about sexual reproduction. Okay. So we'll focus on what? We'll focus only on stamen and pistil. Okay. Because this is the most important portion where gametes are created or synthesized, isn't it? and all these organs like corolla, thalamus, petiole, these are accessory organ, which helps the pistil and stamen for the reproduction process. Okay, the mainly stamen and carpel are the important organ. Okay, mainly important organ for reproduction or the gamete production. So if we draw the structure of if we draw stamen, those stamens are basically what? Bilobed. Stamens are bilobed. Bilobe means there are two lobes like this. You can say like stamens are anthers like this. Okay, so if you bisect or dissect stamen, like what? Let's have a picture of or a real image of anther. Okay, stamen from this side. Okay. All it is not a clear, okay, picture. It's a stamen, it is anther, and this is filament. Okay, so it is clearly bilobed, isn't it? It is clearly bilobed. Oh, this is the lobe, two lobe, and each lobe there are two pollen sacs. So ultimately we are having what? Four pollen sacs. Okay, so if we dissect or do a TS or a cross section of a pollen sac, we will get a picture of like this, isn't it? So there are four pollen sacs. So these pollen sacs are completely filled with sporogenous tissues. There are a tissue that called as sporogenous tissues. Okay, it's completely filled with sporogenous tissue. So what is the function of sporogenous tissue? Sporogenous. Genus means what? Genus mean in biology, genus means secreting, not secreting basically, creating, you can say. Genus means creating. Okay, a creating body, you must say. So sporogenous means sporogenous means a body which generates spores is called sporogenous. So it is a sporogenous tissues. Means these tissues are responsible for the formation of what? Spores. Okay, which is important for the basically sporogenous. Spores are basically gamete, mature gamete, you can say. Okay. Okay. So a tissue is made by multiple cells. Okay, so means these sporogenous tissues must have what? Cells, isn't it? This sporogenous tissue must have cells. The cells are called as pollen. Pollen mother cell. Why it is called mother? As mother generates what? Babies. So as this tissue will produce a baby is called as pollen. That is why it is called as pollen mother cell. And simply it is called as PMC. Pollen mother cell. Okay. So write it down. This portion only. Okay, then so these cells are PMC, and this is a poisonous tissue. So we should have a clear idea or the microscopic structure of poisonous tissue. Okay, let's have the structure, the microscopic structure of poisonous tissue, which is called as microsporangium. This is the picture of from NCERT, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it like inside the
Yeah. This is the microscopic structure. Okay. Inside. Yeah, poisonous tissue. Like this is what poisonous tissue, and this is the structure of these portions. This portion. This is microscopic, and you can see this portion like by magnifying glasses. If the anther is bigger in size, it's because in sunflower the anther is what bigger, and in sunflower the anther is very small, or anther can be microscopic in sunflower. Got it? So in sunflower anther is very microscopic, or in sunflower anther is very small. Okay, very large. Okay, very small. So in large anther you can dissect it easily, and you can see this portion by magnifying glass, but you cannot see this portion. Okay, it's only visible under microscope. Okay, so in this portion you can see the different layers, isn't it? It's a porous tissue, it's a layer, it's another layer and layer. Okay, so these layers are what? First two, this is porous tissue. Okay, so enveloping the porous tissue, there is a layer that is called the tapetum. Okay, outside this porous tissue there is a layer that is called tapetum. Tapetum is the layer that is responsible for the giving the nutrition to the growing sporogenous tissue. Okay, growing means what? Suppose like there is a cell called PMC, pollinated mother cell, and pollinated mother cell will create what? Spores. Okay. So in this stage, tapetum will provide the PMC to produce spores. Okay, the function of tapetum to what? Tapetum give the nutrition to the PMC, pollinated mother cell, to produce spores. As because it's not a single step process, it's a multiple step. We'll see the steps of formation of spores, and the process of the formation of spores is called microsporogenesis.
This structure is a structure of what?
This structure is basically called as microsporangium. Microsporangium. It's a structure called microsporangium. What is called microsporangium? Sporangium means what? A sac or something that threaten or that filled with what? Microspore tissues. Got it? So this is the microspore tissues, which is called sporogenous tissues, as it is filled with microspore tissue, that is called microsporangium. Giam means it is complete or it is filled with something. Got it? So microsporangium means what? Microsporangium means a sac-like structure which is filled with microspores. That is called microsporangium structure. Okay. So this is a microsporangium, structure of microsporangium. So it's a layer that is called tapetum, which is responsible for the giving the nutrition to the growing spores. Okay. Another layer that is called middle layer and endothelium epidermis. So middle layer means what? The layer between, like these layers are present for the structural support and the protections. This layer is basically for the structural support or the protection for the sporonous tissues. Okay. So endo means inner, inside, inner and inside. Epidermis. Dermis means what? Skin. Okay. Epi means what? Outer side. Okay. Epidermis means the outer layer of the microsporangium. Okay. Endothelium means it is inside that. Okay. And between tapetum and endothelium, there is another layer which is called middle layer, and which is thicker than the tapetum and endothelium and also epidermis. Okay. So there are 3 microsporangium, you can say 4 microsporangium. Okay. Each is filled with what? PMC. No, not spores, because spores is not yet created. Okay. You can say PMC, and many PMCs together called as sporonous tissues. So it is, you can simply say these microsporangium are filled with sporogenous tissues, and sporogenous tissues are made by PMC. PMC means pollen mother cell. Okay.
Microspore mother cells and pollen mother cells the same.
Microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell are called as pollen mother cell. Got it? Microspore mother cell are called as pollen mother cell. Okay. And many pollen mother cell together make what? Sporogenous tissues. Okay. So in a minute time a question can come like, what is the function of tapetum? Okay. Write the structure of microsporangium. Okay. So we'll learn about the process of synthesis of what? Microsporangium, like microspores. Okay. Microspore means what? Microspore. Microspore means male gamete. In what? In plant. Remember one thing, there are 2 types of gamete, male and female. Always the structure of male gamete is very smaller than what? Female one. Okay, female gamete. So that is why in plant both the gametes are called as spores. Sometimes both the gametes are called as spores. Okay. So that is why microspore means what? Microspore means male gamete, as it is smaller in size, very small as compared to the male gamete, female gamete. So female gamete are called as megaspores. Megaspores or egg, which are called female gamete. So the synthesis of microspore, the synthesis or the process of mechanism of synthesis of microspore is called microsporogenesis. The process of synthesis of microspore is called microsporogenesis. Okay.
Where is it synthesized?
Obviously, it will be synthesized in the microsporangium, isn't it? As because there are pollen mother cell, obviously it will be synthesized in the sac, which is called microsporangium. Got it? How we learn about the process. So megaspore formation is called as megasporogenesis. So we'll learn about the mechanism of synthesis of microspore, that is called as microsporogenesis. Okay.
Speed of light.
Microspore is the mechanism of synthesis of what? Microspore means spore. Okay, so we'll learn about that. So first of all, we should have a clear picture of that. Okay. It's a very important something like this is like very important something. Do you have a clear idea about meiosis and mitosis? Huh? Okay, so we should have a clear idea about meiosis and mitosis. Okay. So what do you know about meiosis and mitosis? Any idea? Will you have an idea? 2n and 1n. So what does 2n actually mean? 2n and 1n. No idea, na? So let's make the idea completely crystal clear. Okay. First of all, mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is a process where a cell containing, remember one thing, a cell containing a constant number of chromosomes, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Like our cell or different body parts having a chromosome number of 46, isn't it? So like in every organism, whether it is plant or animal, so every organism have a specific number of chromosome, constant number of chromosome. Okay. So during the division of mitosis process, okay, or during mitosis cell division, so the number of chromosome, let's say in human being, let's take an example like a human being. A human being cell contain 46 chromosome, isn't it? So in this process, 46 chromosome, having 46 chromosome, it will create two cells containing 46 chromosome. Means the number of chromosome is not reduced, it is constant. Got it? Whether in this process, it takes place in two steps. First of all, remember them. Okay. In first step, the number of chromosome is reduced or it become half. Okay. This is the first step. Got it? And in the second step, the number of chromosome will remain same. Remain same means what? Remain same in reference to the first step. Got it? It not reference to the first one. Got it? So it will create another two cell, 23 and 23. So ultimately you are having what? From one cell to 4 cells, and in this process you are having two cells only. Okay, it's a one step process, it's a two step process. Okay, so in this process, as we have learned that 2n and 1n, what is 2n means? Diploid. Diploid means the number of chromosomes of a somatic cell. Somatic cell means the cells of our bodies, like for like in hairs, nails, muscles, internal organs and all. Okay, and generative cell or reproductive cell means the cell of gametes. Okay, or gametic cell is called the generative cell. Generative cell, reproductive cell. Okay, so in somatic cell, the somatic cell of any organism, so the number of chromosome is what is called as diploid. The set of chromosome or the number of chromosome in a somatic cell is called the diploid. Okay, so when it will become half, it will produce like n, isn't it? It's called haploid. It is called haploid. Haploid means half, and it is total. Okay, so here it is 2n, it is remain also 2n. It's a basically basic idea. Okay, it's the basic idea. So mitosis occur in all the cells except the gamete. Okay, in plants as well as animals where the sexual reproduction occurs. Okay, so it is present in somaticity, or it occurs in somatic, and it is occurs in during the gamete formation. During gamete formation. Okay, so meiosis is very crucial or very important for the gamete formation. Without meiosis, gamete cannot be formed. If gamete formed without meiosis, if accidentally mitosis occur, then what will happen? No. The number of chromosome, like in human, the number of chromosome is 46, so it must be reduced to the 23, isn't it? During the gamete formation, like it's a male or it's like female. So like the number of chromosomes 46, the number of gametes, the chromosome set of gametes in 23. So when this egg will be fertilized by this sperm, it will produce what? 23 plus 23, 46. But in case or by any chance or any accident, if the chromosome number is not reduced or meiosis skip doesn't occur at that time, 46 plus 23 will create such a number of chromosome where human cannot be formed. Okay, and that case miscarriage will happen, isn't it? Miscarriage, not a miscarriage basically. Ultimately, I am not abnormal basically. Zygote will not produced at that time. Okay, so for the reproduction process, meiosis is very important or crucial. So by the meiosis process, the number of chromosome remain constant in any organism, like in plants, animals, whatever the organism is. Okay.